Black Panther 4, Rise of the Ancestors. The New Dawn of Wakanda. Years after the events of Wakanda Forever, Queen Shuri rules over a technologically advanced yet culturally grounded Wakanda. The nation stands as the symbol of progress for the entire world. Peace thrives across Africa, and new alliances are forming globally. However, strange energy readings start to surface beneath Mount Bashenga, where the heart-shaped herb once grew. Something ancient is awakening, a disturbance in the vibranium mines. Deep in the mines, engineers detect seismic vibrations unlike any before. Workers disappear mysteriously, and the walls glow with red symbols no Wakandan historian can recognize. When the Dora Milaje investigates, they discover a secret chamber sealed by ancient runes, older than Wakanda itself. Shuri realizes this disturbance could be connected to pre-Panther-era civilizations. The spirit of Chala. During a spiritual ritual under the guidance of the priests of Bast, Shuri experiences a powerful vision. She walks through the ancestral plane and meets the spirit of her brother, Chala. He warns her that a dark ancestral energy has reawakened, something even Bast herself had sealed away long before Wakanda's founding. He tells her the crown carries not just power, but burden, and the past is not done with us. The shadow from the past. In ancient scrolls preserved in the royal archives, Shuri uncovers the legend of Nzuru, the first king before the Panther tribe's rise. Nzuru was said to have betrayed Bast, seeking immortality and dominion through corrupted vibranium. Bast defeated and sealed him beneath the earth, warning that his spirit would one day return if Wakanda lost its unity. The return of Killmonger's legacy. A group of rebels calling themselves the Bloodline steals Eric Killmonger's preserved DNA samples from a secure Wakandan lab. They believe in his philosophy that Wakanda's strength should dominate the world, not protect it. Their leader, Malik, claims to be the reincarnation of Nzuru, combining Killmonger's fire with ancient power. He vows to bring Wakanda back to its rightful rule. A rift in the royal council. Inside the royal palace, tension grows. M'Baku, now the head of the council, believes Wakanda must prepare for all-out war. Nakia, an Okoye advocate for peace and investigation first. The argument divides the nation. Warriors versus scholars, tradition versus innovation. Shuri, feeling the pressure of leadership, fears she's becoming too much like her late brother and not enough like herself. The bloodline strikes. Malik's army, infused with dark energy from ancient rituals, attacks Wakanda's border posts. Their weapons glow with red vibranium, a corrupted version of a sacred metal. Entire villages are burned, and Malik declares himself the true heir of Bast's throne. He demands that Shuri surrender the crown or watch Wakanda fall from within. Namor's warning. Namor returns from Talokan with alarming news. His undersea scanners have detected powerful energy waves spreading from Wakanda's vibranium core into the ocean. Namor warns that if this corruption continues, it could destroy both their kingdoms. Despite their past conflicts, he offers an alliance, saying, "If your land dies, so will my seas." Shuri reluctantly agrees, but mistrust still lingers between them. Alliance of Water and Panther. Wakanda and Talokan begin working together, creating new technology that combines water energy with vibranium defense systems. Engineers and warriors from both nations collaborate, forming a temporary truce. Shuri and Namor share deep conversations about leadership, guilt, and the cost of power. Their uneasy alliance becomes the last hope against the rising darkness. The awakening of the ancients. Malik and his cult reach the ancient sealed chamber beneath Wakanda. Through forbidden rites, he releases the spirit of Nzuru, a massive spectral being combining man, panther, and demon. The energy wave from the awakening spreads worldwide, causing global weather shifts and energy surges. Bast's voice echoes across the spiritual plane. He has risen. The battle for the vibranium core. Nzuru's resurrection begins draining the planet's vibranium, pulling the life force from Wakanda's heart. The skies darken, and a crimson eclipse covers the land. The Dora Milaje, Jabari tribe, and Talokan warriors unite to defend the Vibranium Core Temple. Shuri commands the battle in her royal armor, leading from the front. Explosions and lightning fill the battlefield. Wakanda fights for its soul. Shuri's inner conflict. Shuri struggles with fear and self-doubt. She wonders if she's unworthy to bear the mantle of Black Panther. In a moment of despair, she enters a trance and returns to the ancestral plane. There she meets T'Challa and Killmonger once again. T'Challa tells her to lead with compassion. Killmonger insists strength is the only way. Shuri realizes she must be both, the warrior and the healer. The new heart-shaped herb. Using ancient DNA and new nanotech, Shuri creates a hybrid heart-shaped herb, fusing science and spirituality. The process is unstable, and the energy nearly kills her. But Bast appears one final time, blessing her choice. When she awakens, her eyes glow gold and purple, a sign she carries the spirits of every Black Panther. The new Black Panther rises. Emerging from a sacred waterfall, Shuri dons a new panther suit, radiant with blue and gold energy veins, symbolizing balance between tradition and technology. Her movements echo the spirits of her ancestors. The people chant her name, Shuri, the Supreme Panther. She prepares for the ultimate confrontation with Nzuru and Malik's army. Siege of Wakanda. The Bloodline launches a full-scale assault on the capital. Explosions rock the city as red vibranium weapons tear through buildings. M'Baku leads the ground defense, Okoye fights in the skies, and Nakia rescues civilians. The Golden City burns, but the spirit of Wakanda refuses to break. The final battle is about to begin. Battle of the Two Panthers. In a visually stunning duel, Shuri faces Malik, who has now fused with Nzuru's power. The Two Panthers, one born of purity, the other of corruption, clash in an ancestral storm. Every blow releases waves of energy across the land. Malik taunts her, "You're weak like your brother." But Shuri, empowered by unity, replies, "My brother taught me strength through peace." The spirit within. Instead of killing Malik, Shuri uses Bast's energy to purify him, freeing both his and Nzuru's souls. A bright explosion of ancestral light fills the battlefield. The curse lifts, and the red vibranium turns silver once again. Wakanda is saved, and Bast's voice whispers, "You have restored balance to the Panther's legacy." The healing of Wakanda. Weeks later, Wakanda rebuilds. The land begins to heal, and the corrupted mines transform into glowing blue caverns. Shuri initiates programs to share knowledge with other nations, including Talokan, to ensure history never repeats. The Bloodline's surviving members are forgiven, offered new purpose as protectors rather than destroyers. The Global Alliance. A historic meeting takes place in Wakanda. Shuri forms the Global Council of Unity, featuring leaders from Talokan, New Asgard, Valkyrie cameo, and even a representative from the New Avengers. They pledge to defend Earth as one, with Wakanda serving as the heart of cooperation between nations and realms. The future looks bright. The legacy continues. In the peaceful aftermath, Shuri visits the ancestral plains once more. The spirits of T'Challa, Ramonda, and Bast appear before her, smiling proudly. As she walks through the glowing fields, a young boy, T'Challa Jr., runs up to her, asking to be trained as the next protector. Shuri kneels, placing her hand on his shoulder. The future of Wakanda begins anew.